Welcome to my lecture. Hello everyone, my name is Shengke Lin. Today, I will talk about stem cells and stem cell therapy for neurological disorders. Firstly, let me introduce the history of stem cells briefly. In the early 1960s, the properties of a stem cell were first defined by Ernest McCulloch and James Thiel. The first stem cell therapy was a bone marrow transplant performed by Dr. George Math in 1958. And in 1981, embryonic stem cells were first isolated and controlled by British biologists Martin Evans and Matthew Kaufman. By 1998, American biologist James Thompson isolated embryonic stem cells and making it possible to use new transplantation methods to test a new treatment. What are stem cells? Stem cells are the body's raw materials. Under the right conditions in the body, stem cells divide to form more cells. These cells either become new stem cells like here, this is called self-renewal, or become specialized cells with a more specific function such as nerve cells, blood cells, or liver cells, and this is called pansy. Why are the scientists interested in stem cells? Firstly, studying stem cells can help scientists understand more about how the body works and how disease occurs. Secondly, the stem cell is able to generate healthy cells to replace diseased cells. And besides, before using investigational drugs in people, scientists can use some types of stem cells to test the drugs for safety and quality. And of course, there are some ethical issues come up with stem cell research. This table shows the ethical problems of stem cell research in different phases. For example, in the donation phase, the confidentiality of donor information needs to be considered. And in the research phase, we need to consider the medical risks of oocyte extraction. So, how do stem cells treat Parkinson's disease? And please watch the role play video.
Good evening, Dr. Lin.
Good evening. Please have a seat. So how can I help you?
My best friend is upset recently because her grandfather was diagnosed with a disease called Parkinson's disease. So can I ask you a few questions about this disease?
Sure.
What is Parkinson's disease?
Well, Parkinson's disease is a progressive and degenerative neurological disorder, and this disorder affects the control of body movements. Typical symptoms include involuntary shaking of the hands, arms, and the legs, and slowness of body movements. The underlying cause of Parkinson's disease is a lack of dopamine in the body. Dopamine is a chemical substance which is produced in the nerve cells of our brain. Dopamine can help transfer messages between the areas of the brain that control movement. When neurons stop producing dopamine, Parkinson's disease happens.
I did some research and found that stem cell can be used to treat Parkinson's disease. So how does stem cell treat it?
So the purpose of treatment is introducing new dopamine cells into the brain. Normally, doctors will isolate stem cells from the patient's brain, and then these stem cells will be controlled in vitro and let them to turn into dopamine-producing neurons. As soon as these stem cells turn into dopamine-producing neurons, which means they produce dopamine successfully, doctor will re-inject them into the patient's brain.
Thank you.
So, according to an article named Stem Cells for Parkinson's Therapy and Tools for a Neurological Disorder, which published on 1st of April 2019, this progress have been made recently. For example, in July 2018, a clinical human trial was started by researchers at the Kyoto University. And I believe that one day soon in the future, stem cell therapy for neurological disorder will be a popular, mature, and safety treatment. Thank you, and this is reference list.